Hey everybody, I'm Dina Proctor, creator of 3 by 3 Meditation and author of Madly Chasing Peace. Today I want to talk about a technique of meditating with your eyes open. And this is good in a few different instances. If you're out and about in nature and you want to just kind of enhance your experience, you can use this idea and this technique. Or if you're feeling a little restless and having a hard time sitting still and meditating, you can try this technique as well. I use this when I am out walking around. And the technique is to be present with whatever you're seeing and allowing whatever you're seeing to do or be whatever it is, without having a mental label or judgment about what's going on or kind of what it is. So you can kind of take it as as an example. You might be taking a walk, and normally the mind chatter would say, "Oh, that neighbor has a nice mailbox," or I wonder when the trees are going to start losing their leaves, or wow, the squirrels are kind of getting ready for the winter. And we have this whole entire commentary about what we think we see going on in the world. Our mind just labels it so we can understand it, file it away. There's this process that goes on, tens of thousands of thoughts every single day, and that's part of our process, is labeling and understanding our world. So the technique is to have this walk and be in nature, be wherever you are, without having the mental commentary that usually kind of overshadows what you're doing. So for example, if you're walking along in a neighborhood and you come across a corner that has a stop sign, your first, your mind will mentally say, "Oh, that's a stop sign. Cars are going to stop. How come that guy's not stopping? How come that one is stopping?" We have this whole commentary about what's going on. But think of it like you were just born into the world. You're a few months old and you don't know what a stop sign is. You don't know what it means. All you're really noticing is colors and shapes. And you don't even have the language to say that it's a color or a shape, but you're experiencing the colors and the shapes. So you might kind of get curious about, you don't get into the whole commentary of, "Oh, what I wonder what that color is," because that's a whole nother level of commentary. But just to be, present enough in the experience to notice that there is something there made up of colors and shapes, if that makes sense. So without the label of stop sign and without the mental understanding of what a stop sign is and whether or not the cars passing by it are obeying what it is inviting them to obey or whatever, not without the commentary at all, just kind of a noticing of something that has shapes and colors, and even bringing that to a tree or to a flower or to a dog walking by, or just to have this presence of seeing what's around you without the mental label and without the commentary. You can even do it while you're driving. Sometimes if I'm feeling frustrated, traffic isn't moving enough and the cars in front of me aren't moving, and we're all stopped, and how come nobody's moving, and what's going on, what's causing this traffic, I'm late for something. Instead of that, it's just noticing, like, I'm in this place kind of surrounded with these colors and shapes, my car, just kind of noticing this around me. And then there may be other shapes driving by or walking by, and just kind of being present and letting it be exactly as it is without a commentary about something wrong with it or something needs to change about it, just a presence underneath it. We can't change any of these things anyway. We're not changing the stop sign. We're not changing the traffic. It's not about trying to change something or make something better or improve something. The practice of this technique is just to be present underneath and just allowing the things around us to do whatever it is the things around us are doing without that whole commentary about what we think is going on. A lot of times if we're in traffic and somebody goes around us real quick, might just be, "What's wrong with that driver? They're cutting me off," or whatever. Like, all we're noticing is just a shape kind of going around us. That's all that we're noticing. The rest is all the story and all the mental commentary. So sometimes this can be a really great technique to get you into a place where you find the space between your thoughts, finding that quiet between the comments that are constantly going in the mind. So Anyway, it's I just kind of call it meditating with my eyes open, because meditation for me isn't something I'm doing to check off the to-do list. It's a state of being. And we can be in a state of meditation while we are active or while we are still. So it's about being, and it really just means being fully present and non-resistant and at ease and in flow with whatever is going on. So I hope that this is helpful for you. It's something that's been really powerful for me. And so if it works for me, maybe it'll work for somebody else. So as always, take what resonates and gently leave the rest, and stay tuned around this space. I'll have more for you again soon.